What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Sarah from Sarah Styles here, doing my daily vlog. Y'all, it has been a day. And so I have eczema and rosacea, and you can see my face is a little red. I have some rosacea, and so if I have gluten or dairy, this is what happens. And with life right now, like, it's just hard to really eat well when you are stressed to the max. And so this happens. So anyone else deal with this? I kind of feel like that's what happens in a vlog, right? We make connections about other random things. But so I am dealing with that right now. Anyway, I just noticed it. So life on quarantine. My oldest is my stepson. So he came home from his mom's house today and he is doing remote learning. So their school is on break for a week or a month. And they started remote learning. He is also special needs and on an IEP. So the remote learning, he's 14. So that's what I've been doing today. There has been very little reseller activity going on for me today. I did the extent of my reseller activity today. I did get on eBay and shuffle around some words and some titles in about 10 listings. And that was it. I sent out offers yesterday and one of the offers came back, and normally I wouldn't have taken it. It was really low. It was like a $60 item, and I sent an offer for like 20% off or something. And then they sent me back an offer for like $18. And normally I would have been like, nah, I'm good, and maybe countered it. But I'm not doing anything right now. I probably will not be doing anything in the future. Based off of how the economy is and stuff, I took it. And so I had that sale, and then I did have, my kids also took a bath this morning. It's a good way. I don't know how your kids are, but my kids are really, they will play in the bath for a long time. So kind of when stress is to the max, we take a bath. And then they also I'll just sit there and watch them play for a little bit. I have a big soaker tub so they can, sorry, my mouse is on, so it keeps moving. So I have a big soaker tub so they can both get in there and play together and whatever. So I sat there and I did send out offers on PoshMark. If you watch my video that dropped yesterday about my data analytics for PoshMark offer to likes, I'm sending them out far less often, higher average sale price. People aren't really accepting it. There's a whole video. You can go watch the video on it, send me a DM or leave comments if you have questions. But so I did send out a bunch of offers for about 20 minutes while I was watching the kids give a bath. That is the extent of my reselling. I will probably package up. So then that was 2 sales. One was on Poshmark and someone accepted an offer to like. Again, this was a really low offer compared to what I would normally send out. But I'm not doing anything. So I'm not getting the normal activity that I'm getting. I'm kind of just taking what I can get right now. How is it going for you guys? So if you have my analytical dashboard, you have access to my Facebook user group, and we do a monthly Zoom call where we get on and we kind of just chat things, talk about the dashboard, talk about, I do a little bit of a live and learn about the dashboard. I also we do a group deep dive where I collect data, I analyze it, and then in the Zoom call is kind of when I go over that and we talk about it. Anyway, in there, we were talking about how sales were they up, were they down? And someone had a very valid point that their sales still seem to be consistent. However, they don't have children at home. And so their normal routine is normal, right? Like nothing has changed for them, where I think a lot of people and a lot of the resellers I know, they now have children at home with them. And so they are not like, I'm not reselling and doing the amount of activity that I was doing before. I'm just not. And so I'm wondering if that's why my sales are down or if some of it is what's going on. So let me know how things are going for you, what you're seeing. I am still trying to do something every couple days because we are very fortunate that my husband is able to work from home. And we purchased our house when we were both working in corporate America, but we purchased it with the plan of only one person's income in case something happened. So we essentially, with me staying home, can flow all of our bills with one income. So my reseller income is kind of just like paying things off, like paying student loans back or paying for kids' swim lessons. My son has a tutor, so it's kind of like extra income. So it's nice to have, but as far as all of our bills, we are fortunate my husband can work from home and he is still getting his full salary. And so I am able to not do as many reseller things. However, it is, and I am realizing, I know this, but it is my happiness. I do it as a job, but I also do it because I really thoroughly enjoy it. And I haven't had a lot of time for it this week. I have not sourced in over a month because we're doing house things. And then now, who knows when I'm going to source again. And it really, I enjoy it as a job. I also enjoy the income that comes with it, but I enjoy it as a job. And so... But we are fortunate, and I am glad that I am able to be home and be able to work with my son on the work that he's doing, and then be with my 2 and my 5-year-old. She's in preschool, so she doesn't have to remote learn, but she goes to Montessori school, so it's preschool and kindergarten are all in the same classroom together, and she does a lot of kindergarten work. Her birthday's like right on that cutoff, so if she was like 30 days earlier, she would be a kindergartner. So she is doing some kindergartner work, and the teacher is sending home things that are, appropriate for where she is at. So I am trying to do some of that stuff with her, which means that like I do not know how homeschooling moms also resell, and I'm hoping like maybe you start to get into a routine with it. But it's intense. There's not a lot of time for it. And then if you've been following me, we are also in the process of house hunting, selling our house. So update on that is our house is under contract. If you follow me, you know that our house is under contract. We have until Monday to find another house. Otherwise, that contract is void or we ask for an extension. It's a great deal. It is. We didn't even put our house on the market. It was someone that my realtor knew when they came and looked, and they made us an offer over what we would have put it on the market for, without having to list it. So it is really a good offer, and it would allow us to have a very solid down payment for a new, bigger house, because we are bursting at the seams here. So it's a 3-bedroom. There's 5 of us. It's a 3-bedroom. My 3 and my 5-year-old, a boy and a girl, are sharing a room, which, I grew up sharing a room, right? But it's starting to get a little bit, my 5-year-old is wanting privacy. Mommy, I don't want, I need to go change in the bathroom, which we can make it do. But it would be nice to have a little bit more space where the kids can have their rooms. And then also, our family room is my studio. And so we are bursting at the seams. So we are trying to move to a bigger house, and doing this would allow us to have a down payment to do that. We put a contract on a house, a couple days ago. And the inspector came out and there was foundation issues. And then he really pinpointed all the things with it. And it was nothing big that was wrong, and they were going to fix a lot of the big stuff. It was just a lot more work than we had the time or money to commit to. So we did finally squash that contract today. So we're still on the hunt for Monday, and the rates are ridiculous. It is crazy. So when we locked in a couple days, it was like 3.6. And now they're up to like 4.5 or something in the course of a couple days. So we're also watching that, because a swing in 1% on a house, you're talking a couple $100s on a payment a month, which, can make or break whether we can do it or not. However, and this is really bittersweet, we have some really, really good friends of ours talked about that the husband is from Montana, and they had been talking about moving to Montana in a couple years, but with everything that is going on and their family being out there and just wanting to kind of get away from the city, they are like sporadically, they're like, we're moving to Montana. We're going to put our house on the market. We know you're looking. Do you want it? So we actually went over there last night, because we've been over there, but not looking at it from like a buying perspective, just like, hanging out with them as friends. We went over there yesterday, and it will work. So we are actually going to have an inspection done on their house on Monday. And if everything comes back, I think we will probably put an offer on their house. So I kind of feel at peace with everything. And it gives us the weekend off. We have been looking at houses and doing that kind of stuff for like the past 3 or 4 weekends. So I feel like we're going to have the weekend off. However, we can't go anywhere and do anything. And it's currently like 28 degrees here with snow on the ground. So maybe we'll go sledding or something. I don't know. But it does feel like there's a weight is lifted. So that's kind of where we're at. Drop a note down below. Don't come over here. It's my 14-year-old. Don't come over here. I'm filming. That's kind of where we are. Follow me. Like I said, I'm going to try and do this every day. I don't know on the weekends or not, but that's where we are. Drop a note down below. Let me know how you guys are doing. And I hope you guys have a great day.